or the final team review. So, first up, our lead for both fights is going to be Lucario with a Lumberry, Close Combat, Dragon Pulse, Aura Sphere, and Vacuum Wave. Aura Sphere apparently OHKOs Zangoose 100% of the time with our spread, which I'm going to confirm one more time because I'm extra nervous about this fight. How much attack do we have? Special attack do we have? 131.
I'm really bad at editing that. I need to create like a little list of small
Zangoose
like that I need to do every week. You know, I already forgot what it was. I literally already fucking forgot what it was. So this is why nothing ever gets done. I forget what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it and then expect myself to remember to do it later. Hilarious.
Okay. Guaranteed OHKOs with Aura Sphere on the Zangoose, and then Vacuum Wave is a 2-hit KO on the Persian on the second fight, which is why we have a Lumberry in case it goes for Hypnosis on the turn instead of a Fake Out. If it goes for a Fake Out, it's actually an even better spot because we can't flinch. But if it doesn't go for Fake Out and goes for Hypnosis turn 1, that's why we have the Lumberry on this. Lantern also has a Lumberry because it's going to be pivoting into a lot of Thunderbolts and potentially also Ice Beams and dodging and / baiting Earthquakes. I wanted it to have leftovers, but if it gets frozen or if it gets paralyzed by Gyarados' bounce, we're in a little bit awkward of a spot, so instead we're just going to go ahead and go with the Lumberry, which means that we are able to get through, hopefully, the Gyarados a little bit easier. Next is probably the weirdest set we've run on Torterra so far. Tanga Berry reduces the power of a super effective grass type move, or a super effective bug type move, which is mostly meant to be used on the Mega Horn on Rhyperior, which allows us to 2-hit KO with Grass Knot. Mega Horn could also just miss, that would be super clutch, but if it hits, the Tanga Berry's there to help us take the hit a little bit better. And then Grass Knot should 2-hit KO the Rhyperior. This is also meant to switch in with Thunderbolts, bait Ice Beams, and be a switch in for Stone Edge. Torterra has a lot going for it this fight, but it also, everything has to kind of pull like double and triple duty right now. Spiritomb is probably the most... Hi! Spiritomb is probably the most one-note Pokemon we have right now, where we're just basically going to be spamming Sucker Punch or Shadow Sneak or Feint Attack if we really have an opportunity to. But mostly Sucker Punches and baiting fighting type moves and normal type moves.
Also did some Plants vs. Zombies. Ooh.
Next is a new member of the team, actually, which is Charizard. I went back and allowed myself to grab a couple more gift Pokemon, / allow gift Pokemon to not count as my main encounter in an area. I'm not stacking up on gifts, so like all of the Pokemon in Goldenrod, I was only allowed to get one. But since Spiritomb was the catch in Azalea Town, I allowed myself to get a gift in Azalea Town, which is also this Charizard. Or sorry, this one was in Violet City, which I have the Starmie of, I believe. But either way, I'm allowing myself this extra encounter here because I need it. And also the run, like every other run I've done, has allowed me to have gift Pokemon, and this is the first one I was trying to do it without, but since I need this encounter, I'm flexing that rule a little bit. Flamethrower OHKOs Scissor and helps deal with Scissor pretty well, especially with Roost and Protect. Brick Break is a 2-hit KO against Houndoom, as long as I'm not intimidated, that is. But I'm expecting to basically bait in Houndoom on the Lantern, potentially. Or have Lantern switch in on the Houndoom in order to... I really wish I could have leftovers on Lantern, because Lantern's going to be switching in a lot, but I need it specifically for Gyarados. And then if it keeps the Lumberry past that, it's nice. Okay. Charizard has leftovers because it's going to be pivoting around a lot, and then Starmie also has leftovers because it's going to potentially be trying to set up behind a sub multiple times, and it needs the flexibility of being able to do that more than 4 times. Surf and Psychic are very good offensive coverage in this fight, and then recover less when you recover HP. Alright. Tired of stressing about this. Let's get into this shit.
It's terrifying. Children can be shockingly immune to the curse to disturb. Okay, that's fair.
I'm nervous, y'all.
That's fair. I missed a lot in chat.
Last time I've been this nervous for a Pokemon battle was when I was in playoffs in a draft league forever ago.
Okay. How do you play? What do you play it on?
Let's save.
It's a horror game.
Lucario's in the lead. Confirm one last time that everything has items. This battle's gonna be brutal, but I think we've prepared as well as we could possibly prepare.
Anything else they've made? All right.
Let's do this. All right, Archer.
Oh, no. I already had a moment where I had to ask Lamas if he knew.
Fucking terrified, yo.
But I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. And he had at least heard the song, so. Let me not feel old for a second, okay? It's a puzzle game kind of tower defense. It's got cute silly art. Okay. You know Plants vs. Zombies? I had definitely like heard of it, but I've never actually
I outspeed, which means Orsier should kill.
But you know what I mean? Like I would hear about it from the kids that I used to work with. So like it was like Fortnite.
Crit didn't matter. Even a min roll there.
You know what I mean? And
Didn't
like,
matter.
That's not to
So it
say
should
that
be
any of
baiting
those
and
games
Houndoom now.
aren't good, but for some reason I just thought
Machamp comes in. Okay. That's also
I
fine.
didn't play them. I don't know. I don't mean to call them kid games, but I think it's because I found out about them.
Machamp comes in for a cross chop right now, right?
And not because I actually saw the games. Does this make sense? Counterpoint. I thought the blob was terrifying when I was younger. What even is the blob? Anything is a horror game if you scream enough. That's what it was.
It could be going for Earthquake right here. I'm actually kind of in a weird spot already.
Separate questions. Like I was answering it about in time and space. I think I was asking where I
I'm going to assume that it's going for Cross Chop here.
Where am I located in the space-time?
Because I'm going to assume that it rolled Cross Chop as doing more damage than Houndoom's Fire Blast. I have to trust my gut here. This battle's too hard for me to second guess myself.
Yes, Top Thumping by Chumbawamba. See, and I didn't even say it that time. I said it
2
the
cross
first time,
chops
and Mama was
down.
like, I've heard the song, but I wouldn't have known it by name. And I was like, well, that's good enough for me. My birthday tomorrow, Wiz. I'm sorry you have to work tomorrow.
So now I'm kind of in an awkward
But
spot because I don't know if
thank you so much
Earthquake,
for
Stone
being
Edge, or
out.
Payback does
Double
most
11
damage.
tonight. You are incredible. Thanks for racing
I
with
think
us.
Stone
Thank you
Edge
for being here.
does.
You're the best. And hope you get some good sleepies. Roddy Tops from Shantae is a zombie and adorable. What is that? What is Shantae? Was that a game?
Shantae is a game, yeah. It's a cute
I
one.
feel like I maybe heard of it, but now I don't know.
It should be going for either Stone Edge or Payback here. Earthquake does less damage than Stone Edge, so I don't see that really doing a
I've
roll.
seen some gameplay of Minecraft now. Imagine Jello that consumes people.
I'm going to assume that it's going for one of those and go into a quad resist for Lucario. This is risky.
I had like a phase
Stone Edge,
thinking
okay.
that I could watch scary movies, okay? And I can't get a regular shell jump. Back shot, no problem. Regular, can't do it. So I remember watching like Signs back in like 7th grade.
And this should be cross chops number 3 and 4.
I'm a big baby and I won't fucking just tell somebody that's too scary and I don't want to watch
Oh,
it,
it went for
right?
Earthquake that time. Okay.
And then also probably later that
125
year,
down to
maybe
84.
The ring. I will never ever 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 heal from the ring. I will never move past it. I will never get over it. I will never ever ever be okay after seeing it. And
It must have rolled a higher earthquake roll than the cross chop roll that time, which
watched,
makes
like,
things a
Fury back then.
little
I was
awkward
trying really
here.
hard to like be like goth and into that shit, okay? And I just like couldn't, right? And I remember
On the off chance that he
several
goes for
years ago
earthquake
now,
again, I'm gonna
actually,
try to
I
pivot
guess.
through
This
Torterra
is probably what,
here.
like 2013, 12 even maybe, where we went to hang out with
Yeah, because he
Paul
did
and
go for
Kelly,
earthquake that time.
and we were like, "What are you guys doing? Want to hang out?"
Earthquake and
It's
Stone Edge are too
Halloween."
close damage, so it's
And they were
choosing
like, "Oh,
randomly
we're
between them
watching
now, which is a
scary
little
movies.
awkward.
But you guys can come over.
I don't need Torterra super healthy for this fight, although it puts me in an awkward spot against Drapion if it takes too much damage.
Carrie, I've seen that. Or maybe they were already watching Carrie or something. I'm not sure.
Although now at this point, it should be going for cross chop because both Earthquake and Stone Age are resisted.
No. Turn it off, turn it off.
And cross chop does way more damage than payback.
Once I hit like my 20s, I was like, no, can't do this.
Once I've stalled it out of cross chops, I may be able to whittle it down with Torterra actually.
Like, I don't need to. Why am I
There's
watching
cross
that
chops
with you?
number 3 and
That's
4.
very weird, actually, in fact, like that's very strange behavior.
We'll pivot
I digress.
3 Torterra again just to play it safe on the middle ground. If it goes for Stone Edge, Lucario is safe, but I can't risk that again.
Want to see, you know, and it's too much. But then I enjoyed something like Pulp Fiction, which kind of surprised me. I think that I liked it, but also because of the length. Holy shit, it's a fucking long movie. Didn't really care for
So now I should be able to pivot into Spiritomb one last time, bait the last cross chop, and then pivot back into Torterra. Okay. Because of pressure, it's out of cross chops already.
I had heard of it then. I was like, I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know if I've seen it. Now I don't know if I got to see her run. Okay, but did your phone ring while you were watching the ring? Well, now I don't know. I guess not. I don't know. You know that I've completely blocked this from my memory as much as possible.
I think I synthesis back to full first and then Leech Seed stalled us. I wasn't expecting outspeed, but that's nice.
She's really cute. That game looks adorable.
How much is payback actually gonna do here? Significant amount actually.
And playing with us. And also last night too. It was fun to play with you off stream. But hope that you have a great night. Have some good sleepies. And hopefully we'll get to see you tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. Why can't I speak?
So if Earthquake and Stone Edge are both resisted and it's going for payback, I should be able to pivot into Lucario here and then stall a little bit more.
And I want to cry.
Okay.
And everyone stay cool and cozy. Oh my god, yeah, stay cool. That'll be nice. This is only 67 out. That's incredible. Side-scrolling platform.
Gotta do a little bit more stalling.
I don't know if I understand how that would work, but that's cool. I don't fully understand RPGs yet, I'm not gonna lie to you. The most, like, RPG I play, I feel like, is, Genshin. Oh, I did the turn weird. I'm very used to that.
So I think now that I'm below half health, I need to synthesis again, because I'm in a little bit awkward of a spot if I just pivot directly. Even though I'm predicting a payback here. And a crit payback, I think, just brings me right back down to this. I think I need to play for the more HP here.
What's the game?
How much is payback actually doing to me? 153 down to 113.
Okay. It's like I have to do the turn back so I don't fly into that and I can just do the shell jump. But I can't just do the fucking shell jump. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh.
If I miss a leech seed here, I just go for another synthesis, I believe. But we don't miss. Okay. That speeds things up a lot
Just
here.
jump on the shell streamer. I mean, you know, I really wish I could. I genuinely thought that at this point in my Kaizo journey, I would be able to.
That's 4
simply just
paybacks,
jump
by
on
the way.
shell, in all honesty, and like I can't.
I'm going to assume it's going to go for a payback again because it still has paybacks left. Now that we've got a leech seed on this, we can just pivot back and forth until it's dead.
Items to increase English alcohol, etc. Okay, okay. Thank you for putting it into terms that I do understand.
And does 14 with a payback. I think I might actually recover more than that with the leech seed. Nice. We're actually gaining HP on this.
Since being on Twitch and just playing streams.
I'm going to try to keep synthesis available for me if I can here.
Understand. So, thank you.
But it depends on how these next couple turns go.
How are you doing? Welcome.
I have 5 more paybacks to stall.
I'll try to see if you're earlier on the show. Okay. I feel like I'm not very consistent. I keep trying to do it like the.
I think because of that crit, I actually need to synthesis again.
It's a problem.
And then I should be okay to stall back and forth. But I need to keep Torterra healthy for Drapion. He's going for Stone Edge now, which is interesting. Because that's also quad resisted. But the fact that he's going for Stone Edge... Is payback only 5 PP? I thought payback was 10 PP. It says it's 10.
Shell jumps, I get it, right? I can't perform under pressure.
If I kill this with Torterra, I think that's actually probably ideal because it either brings in Houndoom or Scissor. I think potentially Gyarados because it has Ice Fang. But I have pivots for all of those.
Why am I suddenly pizza tall? I look really tall today. Osio like has their feet on the table and stuff and is like slouched down and I think I'm sitting really
Let's do
straight
one
up.
more round of pivots and then I'll kill it with an Earthquake. I don't think I need to fully stall it. It's a little risky if it just randomly goes for an Earthquake here. Okay.
Now that I'm watching the show from Sega, I already read that. You're hurting yourself. On both of them?
On the second one.
On the second one. Oh, but important news. I'm listening. I started playing. You tried Baja Blast yesterday. What is the verdict? Did you enjoy?
Okay. So we were able to pivot around Machamp and keep everything relatively healthy.
I find it delicious, but like maybe not everything.
Spiritomb took a little bit more damage than I wanted it to.
That's okay.
It's just guaranteed kill with the Earthquake. Grass Knot probably kills from this range, but I don't need to take an extra payback on this thing right before I'm about to kill it. I'm expecting Scissor or Houndoom. Gyarados is also possible here.
You can get it sometimes not at Taco Bell.
It is
found it in
Gyarados.
bottles
Okay.
In a few places. It can be very random to find, but anytime I find it, I have to get it. But also, how dare you speak so like blasphemously
Okay.
about my potential future sponsor? You know. We gotta
Gyarados
think
has
how
to
do
be
we
seeing
get them
Ice
to
Fang is the
sponsor
most
them,
damage here.
Not how do we keep them away from them. I'm just kidding. You're allowed to not like Taco Bell. I mean, it's
How much does Starmie actually help now that Houndoom's gone in this portion of the fight?
Blast energy drink. No, I haven't seen it anywhere.
Not
besides, like,
as
Twitter,
much.
You know? I haven't seen it in person. Yeah, you know we love Taco
The
Bell.
Lumberries
I wanna say
mostly,
we
so
love
it can
Taco Bell
actually
in this
pivot
house,
in
but
like
let's be real,
this.
Peter doesn't even really like Taco Bell.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot
My whole
Starmie
family loves Taco
to
Bell,
try to
though.
bait the bounce. So I get a free switch into Lantern on the bounce turn.
Abel. tacos arrive.
Okay. Also, I forgot I was leftover, so that was a little risky. I should be baiting a bounce on this turn.
I believe there is also Baja Blast alcohol now too, like in a can.
There is a chance that it rolls Earthquake as more damage, I guess.
They definitely have it at the cantinas too, where you can get like a Baja Blast.
But I don't think I can stall this out of...
Like freeze with alcohol. I don't know if I've had the breakfast crunch wrap. I remember.
I need to trust the bounce is the higher roll here. Do not Earthquake me, Gyarados. Please.
We would get
Just bounce up. There we go.
breakfast burritos at Taco Bell. And
So
then
I have a
we went to
Lumberry. Oh, I
breakfast
outspeed?
for
That's a little
long
awkward.
time. To the point where it like made me question.
That's awkward. That's a good thing I had a Lumberry.
Whether they ever had it. But I was like, this is like
But me outspeeding this Gyarados is a little weird.
That there's no, like,
Do I
pictures
kill
or,
this
like, videos
with Thunderbolt?
of
Probably
to make me
not,
remember
right?
this. Like, I vividly remember
This is a stab quad effective
like,
Thunderbolt, but Gyarados is
assault
actually
memory of my
pretty
childhood.
bulky, and Lantern's
that I
not
look
super
forward to.
offensive.
And it just made me feel so crazy, like, questioning.
I'm going to assume
if
that I need
actually
to
really
pivot more
happened,
and get a bit more damage on this,
And they're
but
like,
I'm not
"What
sure how
is
I'm going to do that, especially now that I lost my Lumberry already.
So we proceeded to go get ready for breakfast. This dude is so wrong. Breakfast is Taco Bell's tasty. Baja Blast alcohol, you say? Hell yeah. Like Beach Taco Bell is a cantina. There's a cantina downtown here too. Actually. I've
89
never
special
actually been to
attack.
it. I guess mainly because if I'm gonna go to one, I'd rather go to the one on the beach. And I can't drink anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Luckily, I used to make my own alcoholic Baja Blast back in the day when I was trying to just like run around campus.
Okay, I mean, it says that a Thunderbolt with 89 special attack does a minimum of 101%.
Just get a large Baja
So,
Blast with more like vodka in it.
I think that's my play, is to just try to kill this with Thunderbolt. Lantern, buddy, I'm gonna need you to come through here.
You can
Please.
really smell it, you know. But most people don't.
That's big.
And one time also was like running
'Kay.
around with a Tecate like can.
'Kay.
in, like,
That's
a
cool.
koozie, which was potentially just a sock, I'm not sure. And I thought
Drapion's
that
out
it
next.
was like a Coca-Cola.
Because Drapion sees the most damage with Earthquake at this point.
Don't rule out that it could have been a sock. I don't know. I like to
Drapion
think
has
I was
Earthquake,
sly
Cross,
about things.
Poison, Crunch, and Aqua Tail.
I believe is what I tried to call it always. And I just never was. It was very cocky.
If I pivot through Torterra, presumably on an Earthquake, that's the best position I'm going to get it in for the rest of this battle.
Close to you with alcohol. Baja Blast.
Okay.
Ooh, spicy would be good. I don't know. Maybe I'm less salty. Significantly less slide. No, it wasn't like a sake. It was a sock as a koozie. Not a sock as
Okay.
a cup.
Next,
I should clarify.
check. Torterra versus Drapion.
But maybe it was just like cold on my hand, you know? I don't know.
Earthquake with 124 attack is not a guaranteed kill.
Campus security was mostly cool, except for the time that they wrote me up for some
But I have
campus security
132
was
attack,
I was like extremely fucked up.
which is still not a guaranteed kill, but would be after
Probably did not take it very
1 to 2 turns of Leech Seed.
Oh, they probably loved that shit. You made the tots poll. Thank you for coming clean in my chat as well, Abel. I appreciate it. Coming clean? I didn't like care. I just was like, who gets to enjoy this?
137 down to 104. That's doing nothing. Okay.
I mean, did you also like make the tots though?
I think I just stay in, Earthquake this, and then kill it with the Leech Seed chip. Okay. A defense drop there would have been a little awkward, but I think it's in position to die to an Earthquake now, and if not, the Leech Seed picks it off.
I just thought it was hilarious and also delicious.
Okay. So Scissor comes in now. We are officially going just hard Charizard. Not wasting any goddamn time.
Hard.
Yes.
Charizard.
Zard.
I fucking just clicked retry and then just rode the elevator to my desk.
Okay. And Charizard is now in against the Houndoom, which means it should be able to 2-hit KO it with Brick Break.
Brick
Break Academy.
I was just gonna say that! We had a misspeak once, like 10 fucking years ago, about Big Brain Academy, the game. Big Brain Academy. Big Brain. And we can't not say it.
The Intimidate. Okay.
One of our like first inside jokes. In the first year or two of inside jokes. Okay,
Shit, does that Intimidate affect? It
Because
does.
I went to the store today and I was talking to like the receptionist and
But I'm not really in a position where I can pivot. I think because my health is high enough, I can Brick Break.
No, I was like talking about how I was like
Brick Break should still be a 3-hit KO from here at least, and I think that's worth it.
long, but the week went by really fast. And she said that her husband
Oh, that crit is
was out,
huge.
and I was like, "Aw."
Okay, that crit saves a turn.
Oh no, it's a good thing. And I was like,
A sunny day.
like,
So I actually am going to be starting to take chip damage here, which is a little unfortunate because of solar power.
she was like, "Oh no, we've been together."
But it should mitigate that a little bit with leftovers recovery. And we should actually be in a pretty good spot in terms of health for the next portion. Kenna Wolf with a raid. How's it going, Kenna Wolf? We are in the middle of the end of the boss gauntlet, actually. Hope y'all are doing well. How is Final Fantasy VII? Hyper Potion gets rid of the crit, which means the Intimidate is back into effect, which means it's a 3-hit KO again. Does Solar Power Boosted Flamethrower do more here? We're already in full calc range, so let's just check.
The only time any of us, I said that weird. The only time either of us has ever like,
Not
gone
specs,
out of town without
but
the other
solar
one
power.
was, like, what was this?
Not-
2014
Yeah.
that I went to Idaho. I went to Idaho for my brother's college graduation.
Brick Break's doing just about as much.
My family and like, Sia was invited, but couldn't get the.
So let's
time
just do
off
Brick
of
Break
work.
again.
Or didn't have the time to take off of work or whatever. You know?
Another crit! Holy shit, Charizard, that was a big one.
And
That
so they couldn't
that
come.
avoided a Dark Pulse, which is pretty massive.
Which, looking back on it, I'm genuinely not sure how my parents thought that they would be able to
Okay,
come, because like
half of this is down.